Everyone doing? Let me move this camera. Oh, excuse me. Let me go clean this up. That's not very a professional start to the live, is it? Right. How's everyone doing? The topic today, narcissists try to destroy successful people because they are jealous. I've got my little notes here. I'm just going to get into it. I'm going to wait for more people to come in, but let me just start my flow. Okay, why is the lighting's really off here? I look really yellowy. Oh well. So I was going to do a video giving you 5 reasons why narcissists try to destroy you or try to destroy successful people. But I thought, let's just go live, because usually I start a topic live and then it just goes everywhere, right? So, envy and jealousy. I'm looking down because I've got my notes here, okay? Envious and threatened by successful people. So one of the main things they like to do is they like to create a smear campaign, okay? And especially if you are successful, you are online, you are a celebrity, or maybe you're just very known in your community, they will try to destroy you because they know that is everything. They know that if they destroy your reputation, that's going to affect your money. And that's why I think it's really dark, because when you're trying to affect somebody's bag, somebody's money, someone's career, you don't know who is depending on this person. But again, they don't care. The narcissists do not care who they hurt in the process. They're not bothered. Okay? So, what usually happens is you don't do anything to the narcissist or this toxic person. They just are triggered by your characteristics. They are triggered by everything that makes you unique, everything that makes you special, everything that makes you who you are. They are triggered. When they see you, they might see your achievements, your beauty, your physique, your family, your friends, how people view you. And that is enough to trigger them. So what they do is they say, okay, you know what? I'm going to sabotage this person. So that's why the smear campaign is so powerful. And remember, how we deal with the smear campaign is just as important. Because us being angry and us saying certain things and coming out of character can actually prove the narcissist right. People might see the way you react to the lies and be like, yeah, you're right, she's a narcissist. Yeah, you're right. These times, that's not the case. I know people can't do this, especially when they have to respond, they have to react, they have to defend themselves. The narcissist loves it. They love seeing people squirm. They love seeing people defending themselves against lies. Remember, the victim and the narcissist are the two people who know the truth. But the narcissist seeing this person squirm and, bring out receipts and, really try and defend themselves, really try and prove themselves is what they love. Is literally what they love. So understand that it's all a game to them. It is all a game, right? And I'm not playing. You can play tennis by yourself and see how fun that's going to be, right? Okay, so again, need for control. Okay, so because they're spreading rumors and they're manipulating and they're sabotaging somebody's life, they have control over that. They have control over how people see you. And because they can have control over how people can see you, again, that gives them power. That makes them so happy to know that, this person used to love the victim, but because of my lies, now they don't. And it makes them feel great because they are triggered by that person's accomplishments, achievements in life. It's really sad, but this is why I always talk about the responding, not reacting, being really thought through. If you really don't trust yourself to how you're going to act, how you're going to react, what you're going to say, it's better to say nothing at all. But like I said, in some cases, you have to defend yourself against the lies. Like nobody wants to be lied on and then say nothing, because then that again, people could think that you're guilty if you're not saying anything about the lies. Oh, silence is powerful. She hasn't said anything. It must be true. Not always. Not always. Okay. Okay. So number 3. So obviously, like I said, I bullet pointed the 5 things that make narcissists actually do these smear campaigns and do these things to destroy somebody. Okay. Especially if that person's seen as successful or loved or admired by, society, the community, whatever. Okay. What have we got here? Fragile self-esteem. Okay. So, because if you've noticed, the narcissist likes to act like they're this big and bad person. They've done all these things. Look at me. I'm this, I'm that. I'm CEO of this company, but obviously the company's not around anymore. So, like, everything they've supposedly done is not happening anymore. Like, they could say, I was a CEO of a company. That company is in administration. I was this of this. So there's no proof. You can't actually go and see if that's the truth or not. You have to take their word for it, right? Anyway, so their self-esteem is very, very low. Okay. So when they try to destroy, or when they actually destroy somebody's career, somebody's relationship, somebody's when they destroy something like their career or relationship, do you know how powerful they feel? Why do you think they go around doing this? Real deal prime, love heart. Thank you. Thanks for the comment. So like I said, destroying somebody gives them power. They feel powerless. They feel like nothing. They feel like they're really little boys and little girls deep down inside. And when they see a grown woman or a grown man actually not talking about something, actually doing it. Because there's talkers and then there's doers. There's people that do it and then they say, oh yeah, I've done this. And there's people that talk about it. Yeah, I'm going to do this. I'm doing this. And there's one thing that my mum taught me is tell me once it's done so nobody can sabotage it because it's done. Like if I tell you I've already got my degree, you can't take that degree off of me because it's already done. I've already got it. You can't put your bad energy, your OBR, whatever, on my thing because it's already done. There's nothing you can do, right? Okay, so they like to destroy people and that makes them feel good because their self-esteem is, I don't care how they look. And it's another thing, some of the most beautiful women I've seen are the most insecure, and I'm like, wow. And they're like, oh, you're prettier than me. And I'm like, I honestly think she's prettier than me. But because of my confidence and I know my source, it might seem that way. When I feel like she's gorgeous, she's a model, she's this, she's that, like there's nothing wrong with her, like physically, but she don't see her worth, not one little bit. And that is so important. Anyway, but I was talking about fragile self-esteem and the narcissist, right? And like I said before, that's why they destroy people, okay? To make them feel good. Okay, another reason, which was number 4, was the need for attention. Yo, listen, you see the need for attention with these people, it's like a drug. And I've said this on other videos and I'm going to say it again. The narcissist said to me, bad attention is still attention. That's why I don't give them no attention. When they go on with their foolishness, when they want me to react and go crazy and defend myself, I just go ghost. I go silent. What do you want me? Oh, you want me to call out your name? You want me to act crazy? No, I'm not going to do that. No. Because then you will say something like, you will call them something like you are a curse word. And they will use that against you and they will play victim from that one curse word. This is why it's so important that if you can't control your mouth, your tongue, your emotions, say nothing, especially when dealing with these people, right? Okay. So like I said, they love attention. And once they get attention from that person, then on to the next one. So let's just say they argue with you and they're arguing with their parents. Once you call out their name and you get angry, they're happy now. They move on to the next person. Then there's no more, they don't war no more. Why? Because they got the reaction out of you they wanted. So they move on to the next person and the next person. And they just love getting reactions out of people. And you guys need to really think about, it doesn't matter who this person is. Okay? This person could be anyone. Do not let them make you react. If you feel yourself, your blood start to boil, you should know, okay, I think this person's really trying to get me wound up. Okay, let me just cool off. That's why in any situation with anyone, if I go through, if there's an argument and I can feel the tension rising, I'll walk away. People don't like it. Why are you walking away for? No, I need to, because once my tongue, I can't, and you can't take them words back. So let me just get my thoughts together, know what I'm doing, right? So be careful, guys, with what you're saying, especially if that person is toxic. They will use it against you. They will use it against you. Better that you walk away and look like a punk, look like you're toxic. Walk away at the situation. If you don't know how to control yourself, control your emotions, control your tongue, walk away, because they need attention and they're going to use everything you said for more attention. After you've given them attention, they get attention from these people really be out here narking. Like, they really be out here doing the nonsense. Like, they really be doing this. Like, grown-ass women, grown-ass men. Like, mind blown. Right? Okay, and the fifth one is lack of empathy. Like, some people say, oh, they can't empathize, this, that, and the other. I don't know whether that's true or not. I don't know whether they're good at showing fake empathy, or they have empathy, but they honestly don't give a shit. Maybe they actually get high off it. Either way, right? They will never, ever, what have I got here? They'll never appreciate people's accomplishments. The thing is, they admire it secretly. They admire you, what you do, but they can't give you the credit. They have to take the credit away from you. They can't give you the credit. They can't do it. They physically can't give you the credit, because then that would take away from them. It doesn't take away from anything, because that girl is smart and she's got a thriving business, or she's got a PhD, or she's beautiful, does not take away anything from myself. And I understand that. But for them, it seems like if I say that you're great, that means I'm not great. Doesn't mean that. We all can be great. I don't understand. Their thinking is different. It's warped. Seriously, it is. Like I said, another thing. They see people as threats. That's the reason why they try to destroy and sabotage people. Especially if there's a person in the same field as them. Whether that's a career, maybe content creators. If this narcissist is into fitness and they see a younger woman with as she perceives as a better body, or more fit body, or more muscly, or she has more clients, more followers, she will destroy that person. Because in her head, there's only space for one of us. There's only space for me. So I must destroy you. When there's space for everyone. I don't understand. They feel like they should be the only one. I'd literally, that their thinking is so warped. I'm just like, why can't you exist with somebody else that's great? Like, why do you always have to be in competition with someone? Why can't you just do your job, help people, and just be good, just be great, just enjoy your journey, just enjoy everything? Why is there always gotta be someone you have to destroy? Like, it's really crazy to me when I think about it. And the thing is, when they destroy people's careers, relationships, they don't understand how hard people have worked for these relationships, for these jobs. what people have sacrificed to get to where they are. They just feel like, oh, people are lucky. Oh, it's just luck. No, it's not. You don't know that when you was asleep, when you was out there manipulating people and cheating and lying and stealing, that person was at home doing work, were revising, they were reading books, they were applying themselves. That's why they're in that position and the narc is not. Because you feel like manipulating, lying, cheating, stealing is going to get you where you need to get to. You might get to that place, but trust me, it won't be there for long. It's your career, your everything will be built on quicksand. That ain't gonna last for long. Okay. Last things I have to say before I just go on a tangent. And like I said before, not everybody who is envious, jealous, needs control, has low self-esteem, needs attention, or lacks empathy are narcissists or toxic people. Some people are actually broken people, and they're in their toxic era. Okay, so don't just think, oh, this person's envious of me, she must be a narcissist. No. What I need to understand is that there's a pattern with these people. There is a pattern with being envious and jealous. Another thing, it's so hard to find out who's the real narcissist when there's two people calling each other narcissists, okay? Who's the real one? Look at the patterns of these people. Okay, there's two narcissists, okay? Or there's two people who you're thinking, I don't know which one's a narcissist, okay? Look at the pattern of a person. These narcissists love to war with people. They war with everyone all the time. They can't rest. They can't rest. They use people. And when they can't use people, they destroy them. Look at the patterns of someone. Look at the way they talk. Are they angry? Are they always shouting? Are they always playing victim? The truth repels the narcs, says. Good afternoon or good evening. I catch this live stream from Gambia. Hello, how are you? It is, what time is it? 7, coming up to 8 p.m. here. I just thought I would pass through on the YouTube whilst I've got a little bit of light left. Yeah. I had to just bring this video to you. I was going to just record a video and put it online, but, the storage on my phone is low, so you're going to see, like, quick lives come out because it's better just to record it like this rather than me trying to do videos. Okay? But, guys, like I said, if you have any questions, feel free to email me. If I don't get back to you, it's probably lost in my emails. You can DM me on TikTok. You can DM me on Instagram if you do have it. If you don't, I have the email. I'm really just here trying to spread the word because, seriously, guys, this thing's getting bad. These toxic people are just getting worse these days. Like, it's getting a lot. It's because there was a podcast I listened to and they said the biggest currency, the most, what's the word they use? The most valuable currency is attention right now. And I was like, oh, everyone's trying to grab everyone's attention. Everyone's trying to do the most outrageous thing to get people to look, to get the views, to get the... I'm just here saying the real. That's it. I'm not doing nothing for attention. You don't have to follow me. You don't have to like me. You don't have to share. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to watch. It's okay. I will not be upset about it. But the people that do need me, that do need to hear this, that's what I'm here for. He said, I'm good, thanks. How are you doing in Gambia? It's 6:50 in daylight. Is that AM, PM? So yeah, and it's just crazy. When I started this, it was because I couldn't afford many therapy sessions as I needed at the time. And I had to just talk to somebody that wasn't friends and I just got on YouTube and I just started. And now look, I can't believe it. Because I can't talk to my friends and my family. They're like, why can't you just stop talking about a narcissist? Are you obsessed? I'm like, I'm not obsessed with that particular person. I'm obsessed of the fact that there's so many of them out here destroying people's lives. And I will not shut up about it. I will talk about it. I will. I will talk about it. Because I'm still getting DMs on my TikTok, people saying, you've helped me. Oh my God, you made me realize, like, I didn't even know I was in an abusive relationship. You made me realize I was. And I'm like, wow, it's that powerful. My thing was to talk to people who know what they're going through or come out of what they're going through and to help them. But for me, that you're saying that my message is so powerful that you're realizing whilst in the relationship, I'm not going to stop doing this. I'm not. These people can't get away with it. GK says, I feel stuck in my grief. I'm in a shock as to how none of it was real. I feel totally isolated in speaking about trauma to people who don't understand. This is why I'm here on live. And I'm actually, you know what, it's actually a good step that you've even was able to even write that on my live. So that's a step forward in itself, to not keeping it in and letting it out. Because when you write it and when you say it, it becomes real. Grief is, I know people say it takes time, but how long does it really take? And yeah, when you say I'm in a shock as to how none of it was real, that was me for a long time. It was real to you. It just wasn't real to them. Because they were users and manipulators and users. I think I said users already. They're manipulators and they're users and they got what they needed. But the collateral damage was your mental health in pieces. That's not fair. And is that not evil? I'm stuck as to none of it was real. I feel totally isolated in speaking about the trauma. Okay, I read that. They said that spiritual whistleblower is a narcissist. Just saying, I heard that on YouTube. Listen, the thing is with me, I don't get into people's business with all of this he say, she say stuff. What I will say to you guys is don't listen to one particular creator if they say this person's a narcissist or the other. If this is for you to figure this out yourself. I can sit here and tell you all the people that are narcissists, and if you listen to me, I could be the narcissist telling you, do you see where I'm getting from? So really, truly, you're not really evolving or healing. You have to be the one to look at people's patterns. You have to be the one that looks at everything as a whole, and you make your decision. And even if nobody's narcissist or they're all narcissist, either way, we should be looking at the message that they're saying, not so much of who they are, if that makes sense. Okay, it's a huge part, obviously, if you're buying books, if you're following, if you're going to these events and stuff, then obviously it's a big thing. But for me, I think it's very powerful for us as a community to sit back and watch and make our own decision based on what we see, not based on what one person says. Whilst I was in it, your video actually opened my eyes as to what I was in, because I had no idea what it was that I was going through. I felt mad. Do you know what? That makes me so happy that you said that, because at least my videos are helping, and this is giving me the motivation to keep going. Because can I just ask what video in particular? Because I just sit in my car and I just chat. I can chat for English. So I would like to know what videos in particular helped you open your eyes. I'm glad that my videos helped, because that's the thing. You go crazy. You go literally crazy. You're literally going mad in that relationship, and no one will believe you. And people will think you're the narcissist. People will think it's you. Six months out and he's still trying to pop up and harass me, sending indirect threats to me about not leaving him, and he will be out soon. Okay, I'm guessing that this person is incarcerated saying this. All I have to say about that is definitely keep all your evidence, print it out, USB, keep everything, keep all evidence. But understand that this is one thing I've noticed is the real people who actually are going to do... I'm not saying that he's not. I'm just saying a lot of the people that actually do things will never say that they're going to do it. Because that is snitching on yourself. If I say to someone, oh, I'm going to rob you, then you get robbed, they're looking at me. That's stupid. A person who's really going to rob you is not going to say nothing. He's trying to control your emotions. He's trying to get you scared. I've been through it. I've been through it. Where you're looking over your shoulder when you're walking the streets. That is living in hell. That is living in hell. Someone said, Jay, you'll get past it. Take the Lord on the journey, bro. It's him that kept you alive. You slept with the devil, bro. That's what Vincent said. Your videos help me and continue to help me. Oh my God. I'm actually like chuffed to hear this. Thank you, Vincent. I literally don't know what videos I just post. Sometimes I feel like the quality of the videos are not even that great, but it just comes to my mind. I'm like, let me just record it. Let me post. Done. Because I can't be this perfectionist anymore. I just, when I feel something, say it, go. Because I don't know who it's gonna go to. Who's gonna, wow. That's why I keep doing these videos. And the thing is, I literally love the videos from like from Dr. Ramani, from other doctors who talk about narcissism. But I like to talk about the little things. Like there's one video I spoke about which I didn't think was even gonna, I thought people would just be like, what the hell? When I talk about narcissists and cleaning, how they want you to be their slave and they want you to oh God, sorry guys. They want you to be a slave. Did that pause? Is it still going? Okay. So, as I was saying, what my mission is here is for you to discern yourself. There's no point somebody online telling you this person is a narcissist and you just go with it. There's no point me doing that. You need to be able to see this yourself because they're everywhere. You need to be able to be by yourself and use your discernment and use your wisdom, your knowledge, feel the vibe, just have a feeling, be in touch with your body and feel what this person's making you feel. You know, they don't always have to be narcissistic, but if some people's energy is just off for me, the energy is just off. They're too nice. They're too much. They're too angry, but they come across like they're passionate. Like, you have to be able to, yes, they want you to worship them. Yeah, do not worship anyone. Do not worship me. Do not worship any content creator. Do not do that ever. Ever. We're human. We make mistakes too. We make mistakes. Don't worship anybody. No man, no idol, no celebrity, nobody. Because then you're just still doing the same thing you was doing before. Well, that's what I was doing. I was basically worshipping the narcissist. That is without knowing it. But I was worshipping the... That's why you feel destroyed when they betray you. Like, they're human too. I'm not saying that what they did was right to you, but they're human. They want what they want. They realize, okay, you know what? I found another girl that I can use. I found another guy that I can use. Another guy, like, come on. And for me, like I say, even if you get into a relationship, understand this person can switch up. And doesn't mean they're not narcissistic or toxic. They might want something else. I might be with a guy, he might like black girls, but then after a while, he wants white girls. That's completely fine. Just don't waste my time. Do not use me and abuse me whilst you're getting what you want. Just go. Okay, 25th of October 2022, you uploaded a video about them doing you dirty and acting like nothing happened. He strangled me for catching him out in a lie and for controlling him. Next day, acted like nothing. Yeah, that's what they do. And I'm literally mind blown. Like my son says this, but bruh, like, are you okay? Like, what? Come on, man. Any sane person, I've been in that healthy relationship after the narcissist, and, we'll have a big argument and they'll come back and we'll both be like, do you know what? I'm so sorry. I acted out of turn. I shouldn't have said this. And we're both acting like we were in the wrong, both. And we both forgive each other and we can both move forward. There's never, ever a friendship or relationship I've been in after the narcissist where someone can treat me like crap, like cross boundaries, say some hurtful things and come back in my face. No. And what I realized is that I didn't want to be seen as the bitch. I didn't want to be seen as, and again, it was about image for me. And I talk about narcissists care about image, but I cared about image to an extent, not that extent, but I cared about, I don't want to be seen as a bitch. So bloody what? You don't know the full story, so you're going to think what you're going to think. Vincent, you said the one you made about the girl drugging their friend and you dodged the bullet and they filmed it on the gram. No, dodged the bullet. Yeah, I thought you said that. That's what I said. Yeah. And that same girl will still come back round to that girl like nothing happened. Like nothing happened. You telling me that's not insane? There's one thing, the thing is, no one's perfect, that's fine. I'm happy to forgive people, right? You could be angry, going through something, grieving from a death or a relationship. You can be going through something horrendous and say and do something ridiculous. But if I cross the line myself, best believe I will say sorry. And I'm stubborn and it hurts, but I'll be like, you know what? I was in the wrong. I should not have said that. Or I would say, I did mean what I said. It's just the way that I said it was insensitive and I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the way I said it. If I say something and I mean it, I'm not taking it back. But I will apologize if I say it in a cold way or it's insensitive, because sometimes when the truth comes out from me, it's just like, it burns. And I'm not trying to hurt people. But I do want them to be better. So I will tell people the truth so they can become better, but I'm still trying to be sensitive of their feelings at the same time. Trauma bond. I just feel like when I think about it, I'm going to say, yeah, I was trauma bonded. I'm going to say that because that's what all the professionals would say, right? But when I actually dig deep and think deep about it, like I said, it was an image thing for me. I didn't want to be seen as a bitch. I didn't want to be seen like I didn't care. I didn't want to be seen. So I was denying how I really feel and what I want to do. So yeah, let's just say the narcissist cheated on me and that was my cue to leave. I didn't want to be seen like the crazy one, that the one, like, the one that is thinking things and over exaggerating and stuff. But again, I cared about what people thought. And that was the main reason why I stayed. So it was image for me, just not on the same level. It's taken me a long time to get to this point where I don't care. If I cared, I wouldn't be on YouTube doing videos, because I would care about what every troll has to say. The amount of times I go on TikTok and people will say, oh, you need to choose better, and oh, it was your fault, and what did you say for him to do that? And I just ignore it. I just ignore them, because I'm just like, really? You're really going to sit here and blame the victim? Yeah, like these videos, like I really don't like talking about myself too much. So that's why I just give scenarios and give examples, like you said, like with the girl with the drugs and all that kind of stuff. Because no one really wants to, when you think about it and think about yourself, when you're talking to like friends, family and stuff about what you go through, nobody cares. Like they love you and they want to help you, but they don't really care. Like it's boring. Like you've been talking about this narc for like a year now. Get over it. That's what people say, right? But it's not like they've just cheated. It's not like they've just lied to you. They just stole. They just left you. Like, you understand, this person gaslit me. This person lied to me. You don't understand that they came across so genuine. Like, they were more like a good guy or a good girl more than anybody else. The one you made about how the family is with each other's partners. I experienced this with my narc. Is sick. Ugh. And I even gone into detail because I got some more tea about family members, especially women, toxic women, cousins sharing men. This is the thing. Even though London's a small city, it's actually a big city at the same time. Like North London and South London is not the same London. It's not. But yeah, they share guys. They're just despicable. It's anything for attention. Like, they don't care. They have no morals, no standards. Tiverton Love says, hey, love, I'm going through it now. Nobody truly understands. You fell in love with a con artist. This is what I'm saying. What would I call it? I call it a love scam. It's a love scam. Because think about it. If this person, I don't know what this person wanted to use you for, but let's just say they wanted to use you for money, right? They couldn't come up to you on the first date and be like, hi, my name is so-and-so. I just want what's in your wallet. You'd be like, goodbye. They come like, I don't care about money. Money's not an issue to me. I just want to be loved. I've been hurt. I just want someone to see me for me. And the speech is ridiculous. It really is. The speech is ridiculous. Like, everything they say is like they know. I don't know whether they stalk you on social media first or they know you through someone else, but it's like they're saying everything you're thinking. Everything you desire, they say that's what they're looking for. And you're like, yes, that's me. That's me. Exactly. They play the long game. Yeah. They don't mind waiting. They play the long game for real, for real. For real, for real. But that's why, because they play the long game, they can't let you go. They've invested too much time and energy into you, into the relationship. They can't let that go. Yeah, they don't want you now. Yeah, they might have found someone else, but they can't let it go. It's like spending 10 years into a company and having to let it go to somebody else. So you've built up this company for 10 years for someone else just to come in and nope, not doing it. Think about that's how they're thinking. They've basically made you who you are, whether that's in a negative way. They've made you have low self-esteem and take bullshit. So why should they let another predator come and take that? It's too easy for the next predator. Nah. They see you as their objects, as their belongings. You're mine. Vincent said the spell work, the gaslighting, the crazy making, all insidious ghosting, love bombing. I couldn't have said it. I couldn't have said that better myself, especially the spell work. Because, baby, I don't know why I stayed with that creature for so long. I don't know why I stayed with that creature for so long. Yeah, it's a creature. And I'm not saying that because, it's my ex and I'm bitter. No, it's a creature. Like, if I was to actually show you guys the narcissist, you guys will be like, sis, come on. You had no self-esteem. It's scary. When I first met him, I kept saying, have you met me before? Because he was saying everything's spot on. That's what I'm saying. G-Key, that's what I'm saying. That's my point. How do you know this? How do you know everything I want, I desire, and we've just met? How do you know? Who have you been talking to? That's why Vincent said spell work. That's why he said spell work. That's the only explanation that you know these things. That's the only way. GK says, so true. He kept calling from jail through third-party numbers, mobile, saying, am I going to go through all this again? Stop being stubborn. I know what I want. I chose you for a reason. GK, he's just told you everything. You need to, you see that there? That is your closure. Read that. No, screenshot this, because that is your closure. Every time you're thinking about going back or whatever, look at that. Let me read it out. Let me dissect this. He's calling you from jail. Okay. When he should be reading books, getting his life together. Okay, cool. Am I going to go through this all again? Stop being stubborn. So what I see from that is, I don't want to go through this again. That's too much work. Please just be easy. Please just let me manipulate you. I know what I want. I'm lazy and I need to have you. I can't do this again. I chose you for a reason. I chose you for a reason. I chose you because what are the benefits you're giving this person? GK. What is the benefits they are receiving when they're with you? Write it down. Do these exercises. What does this guy benefit from being with me? Emotional support, love, attention, money, shelter. What is it? How are they benefiting from me being in their life? And then after that, right, how can I benefit from my energy, from my money, from everything I give to that man, and give it to yourself? Leaving is the hardest part. Not for me, for him. Filed divorce 4 times. You know what? I begged the narcissist to get married to me. Not knowing that it was a blessing that he didn't. Because when it's time to walk away, I can walk away. And this is the thing. When they say, oh, most divorces happen because the woman wants a divorce. Yeah. So what? Oh, you want me to stay here and get abused? You want me to stay here and get abused? Whilst you're out there cheating, lying, now that your husband or yeah, your husband, I'm guessing, does not want to let you go. Like I said, it's like building up a company and having to let it go. Especially if they've built you in a negative way. Like I said, you might have low self-esteem or whatever. Or maybe it's a positive thing. You've built yourself up where you might have your own house, your own car, your business. Like things are popping, the blessings are coming. And he's like, nah, I'm not letting a guy, like he already knows your worth, even if you don't. He knows that like a next guy is going to be happy with this person. Nope, not happening. Not happening. Keep fighting though. Is it Nopa Eradic? I can't say that word. GK said, nah, I want to bottle him, but you know what? Karma is getting him. Do you know what? You must be from London, the way you say I want to bottle him. But you know what? Karma is getting him in that 4x4 cell. I hope that he finishes him in there. Ooh, child. You have to cut off the contact though. Burn them letters. If he sends you stuff, go completely ghost. And if you can, move. Change everything. So when he comes out, he's looking for a ghost. He's like, what? Everything's changed. Switch it up. M said, when I found out about the wife he hid, he said, if it was up to me, you wouldn't be with anyone else, and neither would she. Woo! This is the thing. You see, everything you guys are saying, they are telling you. They are telling you what's going on. We were together for years, and he got married secretly when I found out. Double life. Double life. Double life. The truth repelled the narc says, I was staying too long with the ex-creature, the narc. 8 years with 2 children. And that's the thing, you can't get back those years. And you love those children so much. Like, ugh, people just don't understand, especially if you have children with them. Like, they don't get it. The thing is, you stay in so long because you hope that that person was going to change. And you know what they do? They give you little glimpse of changes. So they will show you that, you know, they'll be like, they might love bomb you again and start being nice and being that person they were at the start of the relationship for like a week, a day, sometimes. And that's what you hold on to. You hold on to that person they were at the start. I'll never ever go back, no matter how much I miss the fake times. I gained so much wisdom and power during the isolation period. Never the gremlin. Good for you. Good for you. And you know what's even so crazy? Like, you actually start to enjoy being single. You actually enjoy putting yourself first. You actually start to enjoy it. But with the narcissist, you start to feel guilty, and you it's like you're living in your head. You feel like, oh my God, like it's not fair for them. But when you get out of that situation and you live that isolated life in a positive way, because you choose to stay at home, you choose to do your own thing, it's amazing. You don't have no one you don't have to text no one and get like 50 missed calls, and you don't have to walk on eggshells anymore. It's a deep trauma bond. Not only do they study you, but it's a familiar spirit. It's true. Although not healthy, it feels safe because you have probably been around narcs your whole life. It's a safe space. That sounds like you wrote that out of a book. that came out of a book. This is what I mean. When people say move on, this is what Teverton said. It's a deep trauma bond. Not only do they study you, it's a familiar spirit. Is that not spiritual? Is that not... Although not healthy, it feels safe. Don't we all want to be secure? Isn't that a part of our needs? And yeah, been around narcs your whole life. Definitely. Definitely. They never want to get rid of you. They want you on a shelf. He said he expected me to eventually find someone else, but was upset when I said I felt it was okay just being friends. Then went no contact. This is the thing with me, right? Once I'm in a relationship or in a friendship, I'm all in. But once I check out, it's a different person. It's a different person. And I don't mean it in a toxic way or it sound like a toxic way, but once I'm in, I could be amazing. Once I'm out, I could be a bitch. In their eyes. I could be cold as ice. But when you've got my love, I'm so warm, kind, and generous. But if I want nothing to do with you, you've taken the mick. Even by the way I look at you, you'll feel it. You'll be like, oh, that's a bit cold. Like, they're not trying to put me on a shelf. And that's what I think helped free me at the same time. Because when I was... So the narc was like, let's get back together. Okay, let's get back together. I didn't know he was a full-blown narc. I didn't know anything about it, okay? I just thought you just cheated, okay? So I was like, okay, let me think about it. I don't think I really wanted to go back because the relationship was so shit, but like I said, the trauma bond. So I was like, okay, let's give it a try. And then I was like, what about the girl that you cheated on me with? What about her? And he was like, so? What about her? And I felt like the side chick at that moment, and I was like, oh, so this is what it's like to be the side chick. This, because I was the main one, obviously. This is what it feels like to be on the other side. Nah, I'm not with it. I don't owe the girl nothing. I don't know her, and at the time, I didn't like her because I felt like she destroyed my family, right? But when I looked at his eyes and I saw there was no empathy for this girl. So in my head, I'm thinking, So you cheated and moved on with this new girl, not because you were bored of me, not because you actually love her. It's because you're a piece of shit. And I'm not a piece of shit, so why am I with a piece of shit? You can't shelf me. You're lucky you even got me for this. You got me for too long. Never again. Never again. I don't care how lonely I am, how sad I am. Hell no. I'm not doing it. So true. Been around narcs all my life, but this narc opened my eyes to all. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This narc was different in my life in terms of, because there's narcs that are a bit more covert. They're a bit more, they're not grandiose narcissists. They're covert. They're vulnerable narcissists. The ones that play victim all the time. Oh, woo is me. And always in drama with people. But you see, the grandiose narcissists, they're something different. They're really something different. The fragile self-esteem is there. But they make it out like they're doing big things and they're going here and they're doing that. It's just like, please. Please. Anyone that try to put me on the shelf, I beg, try that. Try that. And this is the thing. The way the dating world is right now, you don't need to do all of this. There's girls that don't mind being number 3, number 4, because you're their number 3 and number 4. And it works out for you guys. There's single girls out here that don't want a man. And they don't mind dealing with you. But you have to go to the good girl that wants something real. You have to go to the good girl that wants to get married, that wants a family. You give her kids, you promise her marriage, or you do get married to her. To end up going for the same girl that you could have gone for without getting me involved. That's what I'm saying when I say they destroy people. Tiverton said, amen, thank God for you, GK. I have escaped like a bird out of the fowler's snare. Oh, I love that. Psalms 92. Kimberly Mitchell, hi there, chiming in from Atlanta, by the way, Harlem, New York. Hey girl, thank you for passing through and leaving a comment. Welcome. So yeah, like I was saying, they try to put you on the shelf. Don't do that to yourself. And the thing is, letting someone put you on the shelf anyway, whether they're narcissist or not, is not good. But when it's a narcissist who lied on you, destroyed you, cheated on you already, and then they're talking about being friends and they're talking about shelving you, that's just insane. Like, that's really insane. For you to try and shelf me, that's rude. That's actually rude, because you actually kept me away from my potential husband out there. Like, my potential husband is out there and he's looking for me and he's praying to God for me, and you're just taking the mick. I knew he was sick when he said he didn't think he wanted children if it wasn't with me, at least right now. This is after finding out he was married. They are sick, sick vampires. So this man's married and he's still wanting to give you a baby. So how many people are being destroyed by this one man and his sick antics? This is why a lot of women are seeing these things, especially online, especially on TikTok, and they're like, they don't want children. They don't want to go through the risk. They might find someone, but they're not risking it. So they rather not do it. They'll rather regret not having children than regret having the children. I went through this in a mere 3 months. I thought he had bipolar or something. That's another, you see, there's cluster B personalities which, you give grace for. But these people know what the hell they're doing. They know what they are doing. They know what they are doing. Narcissists like to go to church and the mosque, whilst I heard about the religious lunatics and religious scams and so forth. I was watching, I don't know what, something popped up on my YouTube, and this guy was talking about how his parents or his family is very religious and are in the church heavily, and how the pastor would abuse him and his little sister. And I think he was like 11 at the time, or a bit younger. Him and his sister were under the age of 11, 10. And the sister had several abortions. He was touching the male child in the church. Everybody knew about it, as in like the extended, the immediate family, and they told him to be quiet about it. Like, what would you call that? Would you call those people narcissists? What would you call them? And I feel like those people really destroy it for actual people who are actual Christians and they live their life the way it's meant to be lived. They destroy it for them. Oh my God, there's a big fox right there. Oh my God. This kid's got rabies. Literally, if I can't even start getting into the religious narcissist. That's why I just feel like as long as you do what you need to do, as long as you're a great human being, you're honest with yourself, with others, you live the way that you feel is right, that's great. You're not hurting anyone intentionally. You're not manipulating people, lying to people. That's the thing. When we talk about narcissists and the things they do, it sounds like lies. And that's why I came on my my YouTube today to do a live. Usually I'm on TikTok doing lives. But the TikTok stuff, it just gets so it moves away from narcissists, because obviously it's a bit more open. And some of the people in there are like, you must submit to men, and you modern women are this and that and this, that and the other. But when we talk about narcissists, have you not noticed that these women submitted and look what happened? These men were providers and look what happened. It's just a way for people to control people, and people are not being controlled no more. Whether that's within the narcissistic community, whether that's being a wife, being a husband, having children, it's not happening anymore. And this is why a lot of men who are actual providers and protectors don't want to do it anymore. Don't want to give women money, don't want to pay for the first date, because when they did this, they got hit by a narcissist. Yep, they're all narcs. My elder half bro, 16 years older than me, beat me up from 8 to 15, and my family told me to keep quiet. I left the house after giving an ultimatum to my mum. That's sad, man. That's really sad. I could never. My boys will get treated exactly the same. I don't care. And a lot of these people, and it's so toxic, especially when it comes to the way they treat men. It's like, oh, boys will be boys, so that means boys can sleep around. Boys will be boys, that means boys can fight. And then when a boy tries to cry, oh no, boys can't cry. But that's what leads to a narcissistic male, because he's not allowed to cry. So he makes women his emotional punching bag. But that's really sad that happened to you, man. Some people should not be parents, man. And you know what? To be a parent, you don't need no qualification, and I feel like you should. Like, to drive a car, you need a driving license. You have to go through training. You have to do a test. Why is it not the same with being a parent? I didn't know about narcissism until after he went silent on me, and so I blocked him. I was not going to be playing mental gymnastics with this weirdo. When they go silent on you, your brain, and it's even scientifically proven, your brain actually, it's like physical pain. You feel your mind, what did I do wrong? What did I say wrong? Literally, I've been through it, and I'm like, what did I do? and you sit back and you reminisce everything you said, everything you did, and you didn't do nothing. They're just sick. They are sick individuals. Yeah, block them. As soon as they act weird, anyone that wants to act weird with me, goodbye. Goodbye. You don't have to be, like I said on my TikTok, you don't have to be a narcissist. You don't have to be diagnosed with anything. If I feel your energy's off, I don't like the way you're toxic, anything, I'm cutting you off. I don't play them games. I'm not the type of person to be going around shouting, you're a narcissist. No. Because this narcissist trending buzzword is even getting on my nerves. Sometimes I even hate saying it myself. Because everyone's using it however they want to use it. We know, us who have been through it, know what a real narcissist is. We don't need no doctrine or PhD or nothing. We know what we went through. Kimberly says, I wouldn't have entertained him at all if he had shown me the side of him in the beginning. He's not going. That's my point I'm trying to make. If they show you who they really are at the start, they're not going to get a chance. That's why the love bombing is so powerful. And like someone else said it before on the live, they play the long game. They like to play the long game. That's why at the beginning, in the beginning of a relationship, I'm emotionally detached. And I see how they react with it. And a healthy man, when he sees I'm emotionally detached, he's cool with that. He's like, you know what? I understand. It's crazy out here. Take your time. Do what's best for you. A narcissist will get angry. The second narcissist that I met when I was emotionally detached and I was dating him, he didn't make it past date 2. Because he didn't know how he could try and get into my mind. There was no way. It was like there was blockages everywhere. He didn't know whether I wanted kids. He didn't know whether I wanted a relationship. He didn't know nothing. I was like, we'll see. Everything was like, I don't know, we'll see. You have to find out. It's like, what? Why are you not just telling me what you bloody want so I can manipulate you? I don't know, it might change. Possibly, maybe. They're like, what? What is this? What is this? GK said, I appreciate life on a whole nother level now. Yes, I'm grieving a lot of my past, wishing I had the knowledge and strength I do now, but it's life. We just have to grow and love ourselves. I love that. I love that message. I do. Do you know how many years I beat myself up and I couldn't forgive myself for letting this go on for 10 whole years? From the age of 16 to 26, the years I should be traveling and focusing on myself and putting myself, I wasted it on a narc. Do you know how many years it took me to get to that point, to forgive myself? It's been a journey. Even sometimes today, I'm like, 10 years? Really? What if I put that 10 years into a business? In the gym? I'll have some crazy body. But you know what I mean? I've invested 10 years in that. So how I see it now is I have 10 years experience to be talking about this. So yes, I'm on live. Yes, I'm doing YouTube videos. No, I'm not a psychiatrist, a psychologist. I have 10 years experience dealing with a romantic narcissist. And obviously even longer when I'm thinking about family members. So I have more than 10 years experience dealing with narcs. So yes, I can talk about it. Yes. Because I know. But like GK said, I appreciate life. So like, you guys, I don't waste a minute. I put 100% in it. Now I'm with you guys. I'm talking to you guys. But when I'm off, I'm with my kids. When my kids are asleep, I'm with myself, with my thoughts, with, trying to either write some books or learn something different, read some books. And then when I'm like, I feel bored in my life, I go to the calendar, because obviously it's the end of June. It's coming up to July. And I need to do this when I get home, actually. Look at my calendar. What date am I doing what? What date do I have a photo shoot? What date do I have drinks and food with my friends? What date is sports days with my kids? Like, I need to know what's going on and what, because I'm not sitting around thinking about the narcissist. I'm not sitting around thinking about the time that I wasted, because I'm wasting more time thinking about the time that I wasted. So yes, guys, appreciate life. Forgive yourself. Forgive what you put yourself through in terms of what you allowed them to do. Forgive yourself they didn't leave sooner. Forgive yourself. You still got another chance. Thanks for sharing your knowledge and thoughts about these demons. Kimberly, anytime. I'm going to be here, sharing my knowledge and my thoughts. Because every day there's somebody who finds out that they're in something crazy. Every day a woman or a man leaves the relationship. Every day someone's on their healing journey and they finally got no contact. They finally started healing. Every day someone's at a different stage of this. So I will talk about this. M said, yes, the narc that preyed on me encouraged me to leave a stressful job and paid for my bills for months again whilst being married. Do you know what? That is mind-boggling. That is crazy. And girls will think that you're winning. Girls will think you're winning. You found a provider. You found a man that made you quit your job, paid your bills, but he was married. Woo, child. Like, is it what are you winning? How do you feel like? Did you feel like you won in any way? Because a lot of women nowadays are going for the older men who can pay the bills. And even me, I was side eyeing thinking, should I just look for an older man to pay for my life? So I could be in my feminine energy and do nothing. And I was like, no, I can't do that. That means giving up control of me, myself, everything. No. I'm not doing that. If you want to take me on holiday, I will take the ticket. If you want to buy me flour, I'll take if you want to buy me stuff, that's fine. But you're not dictating how my life goes. If you want to pay some bills, pay some bills. But I'm working. Because work is more than just the paycheck at the end. It's to know that you have control of your finances regardless. It doesn't matter what happens in the relationship. Whatever happens, you're good. You're good to go. Work and still have your provider man. Lovely. Brilliant. He could pay for all the luxury items whilst you pay for your bills. Or vice versa, however you want to do it. But that's what I'm trying. This is why getting married scares me. It's always the married men, the married women that be the thirstiest, that will be acting single, that will be cheating the most. It's not even the single guys or the single girls. When I think about it, a lot of the single girls and the single guys want to be single. They are single by choice. It's these narcs, these toxic people. They've always got to have somebody. Tara Lynn says, you're so gorgeous. Thank you, girl. Thank you. The lies by admission. Finding out about all of the lies, even when being no contact, makes me want to hit something, but he's not even worth that. You know, when you find out the real truth, once you're gone, you're just like, you feel like it's more ton of bricks falling on you again, and you're just like, what? But understand, it's to keep you gone, because it's easy to just say, you know what, I'm gone. I'm leaving this relationship. I'm gone, right? But it's another thing to stay gone. Teventon says, 10 years is better than 20. Oh, don't tell me the 20. Don't tell me the 20. Lord God. speaking to some aunties, it's been 30 plus years and they're still there. I couldn't do it. I couldn't. I knew him from when I was 18. I never intended not to work again. I think it's very important for women, but even temporarily, I would not recommend unless you have lots of savings. Long distance is how he pulled this off. I'm in the US, he's in West London, so ladies, watch out. Oh my God! Are you serious? You're in the US and he's in West London. He's in my city. Shit. That's what be scary out here. That's so scary. Woo, child. Wow. Woof. Anyway, guys, I'm going to be heading off now. It was so lovely talking to you guys. And I want to say thank you so much for you guys to put your business out there. I know I'm putting my business out there, but you're putting your business out there. Thank you for helping each other. Thank you for speaking about this. And I feel like it's very important. I feel like what's helped me on my healing journey is talking about it, even though it's online and I'm like, but it makes you realize how much you've gone through and how strong you are, and that if you're able to get through this, you can do anything. And someone said to me, oh my God, you're so strong to be dealing with everything you dealt with and you're still doing this YouTube. I'm like, I've pushed out a baby. That is strength. So anything else after that. But no, seriously, guys, thank you so much for joining my live today. I know it was last minute, or if you might have just caught it. If you haven't done already, please follow me on TikTok. And I don't really use my Instagram. And make sure you subscribe if you're not subscribed already. So you can be notified when I go live and when I post a new video, because you know my post is all over the place. Whenever I've got time to post, I'll post. But thank you guys for all your support. Thank you for joining the live, and I'm going to see you for my next live. Bye. Hope you're all doing well. Bye.